Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've had a lot of questions about pop-ups recently, and I've got a great one for you today. I've got a little button here with more info. When I click on it, it's going to pop up a little contact form just like that. When we click anywhere outside of it, we can close it down, go back to normal. That's a great feature to have on your site. We're using the fantastic Divi Supreme Pro plugin to do this today. I'll put the link down below the video for anybody who wants to check it out. Once you've got Divi Supreme Pro, go ahead and install and activate it. When you've done that, you'll find it in your dashboard menu down here. To do this today, click on your Divi Supreme Pro. It'll take you to the extensions page. You need to make sure that you've got your Enable Divi Pop-Up switch set to on. So it's purple like this. Little circles on the right hand side there. When you've done that, save the changes. If you forget to do this today, this is not going to work. Okay, so once you've got that done, you can make a pop-up out of just about any module you want. Let's go back to our page here, and I'll enable the visual builder and show you how to do it. Okay, once enabled, I'm going to go down to where I want to work. I'm going to simply delete this little button. This is what we're using for my pop-up today. But like I say, you can pop up from any module you want. Now the first thing we want to do is decide what we want to pop up. And you can create any kind of pop-up. You can create a whole section to pop up, a row, or just a single module. For me today, I'm going to create a simple contact form that will pop up when we click on a button. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new module. Little black button to add a new module. I'm going to add a little contact form here. I'm going to keep it fairly basic. I'm going to do some basic styling so it'll just stand out on the front end there. The important part about the contact form settings is where you actually want to send it, and put your email address in there wherever it is you want to send yours. Me at my email. Okay, and you can put a title in if you want to, just up above that. Just say learn more. And we'll just give it a bit of a background and a bit of padding to make it stay out. So let's go down to background. I'm simply going to give it a black background there, as you can see. We just need to give it a bit of padding. So we're over in design and spacing. I'm going to give it, say, 30 pixels all round. Just put the 30 in, it'll put the pics in, hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side for you. Same with the left and right. Great. I'm not going to bother having a capture on mine. I'm going to make my title white just so I can see it. You can either go to design and titles, or you can hit the little blue button with the paintbrush there. It'll take you straight to whatever that item is. Okay, I want to pop it in the middle. I'm going to make it white, and let's just capitalize it. Great. And I'll get rid of that capture, seeing this is a pop-up form. So if I go to my content, here's the spam protection. I'm going to turn that to off. It gives you the option to use a third-party service such as Google Capture if you load an API key. I'm happy with none today. Great, so this is my little contact form. We've thrown that together very quickly, obviously. If you want to go in deeper into contact forms, have a look at our Divi Basics playlist. Now I'm going to save it to my library, because everything that we pop up has to be in our library. To save it to the library, I'm clicking on the module. I'm going to go to the round icon right here. I'm going to click on it, give it a name. Obviously something that's going to make sense to you. And there we go, it's saved to our library. So once it's in our library, we can actually delete this and decide what we want to use to pop it up with. I'm just going to use a button for mine today, but like I say, you can pop up from any module, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to pop a little button in there, say more information or something like that. It's fine. Again, I won't spend too much time styling it. Let's go to my design. I'm going to align it in the middle. In fact, all I'm going to do is go down to the button and turn that to the same blue as our little icon up here. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to leave mine just like that. Now here comes the fun part. I'm going to save this, and I'm actually going to save the page changes And we need to refresh this page because we've just added that little contact form to our library. It won't show up unless we refresh the page here. Okay, now we've refreshed the page, we can go back into our module. Simply left click on it, hit the little cog. What we want to do is go over to our advanced, down to visibility, and you're going to roll down a little bit and you'll see a little button that says use pop-up. Now if you haven't enabled the Divi pop-up in the Divi Supreme Pro, you won't see that, so make sure you've done that first. So I'm going to say use pop-up. Yep, I want my button to pop something up. What do we want to pop up? Well, we want to pop up something that's in my library, so it's a layout there. There's various different options. You can pop up an iframe or an image or a video if you want to. I'm going to pop out a layout that I've saved to my library. Here's the Divi library right here, and it was called Form 2. It's right on the bottom there. I want it to trigger on the module click. That's fine. This button is an actual module, but you can choose if you've got a different module to do it on a button click. That would work for this too. If you've got an image, you can make the image click it, or a hyperlink. You can do by ID or CSS class, or on page load, scroll, or exit intent, which is when they go up, get out of the page there. I'm going to leave mine on module click today, but that gives you plenty of options to work with. This really is a great pop-up. Close pop-up triggers, well, if they click anywhere outside the pop-up, it's going to close it. There's other options there. You can have them just close it on the close button if you want. You can use auto close button if you want, just below that. That's if you want it to close automatically on a timer. So if you put a minute or 15 seconds or whatever, if you click that to on, you can put in an auto close time right there. I don't want mine to auto close. I want them to be able to fill out the form, send it off, and then close it. And there's crazy entrance and exit animations, plenty to choose from. I'm going to leave mine on the default fade right there. Pop-up position works for me in the center of the screen here. I want it to be absolute, so if they start scrolling, it's not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to use full width. The default 680 it's certainly going to use for my form, and that seems to work on most devices, but you can put a custom one if you want to. And of course, with Divi, if you roll over the dark writing, you'll see some little icons appear. If there's one that looks like a little mobile phone there, you can set different widths for tablet and mobile there. I'm going to leave mine on the generic 680. Show overlay, that will darken out the background behind our pop-up there. I'm going to leave mine on the default. Of course, you can choose any color you want. Default works for me though. Show close button, yes, that's fine. So they can click on it and close it if they need to, as well as clicking outside. We can place it inside or outside. I'm going to leave mine on the inside. Font size I'm going to leave on the generic. Close button icon, they've got an X, which is pretty standard, but you've got plenty of icons to choose from if you'd like to choose something else. Close color button background color, I'm going to leave that just as it is. Close button icon color, because I've given my form a black background, I'm actually going to make that white so you can see it on the black there. Okay, well let's save now. If we've done everything correctly, this should work and our little form should pop up when we click that button. So let's save the changes. We'll save the page changes, save draft or publish if you're ready. And let's exit the visual builder. And here we are, here's our little page, there's our little button. When I click on it, let's see what's going to happen. There we are, there's our little pop-up form. Of course you can click on it, fill it out, hit the submit when you're ready. There's our little close button. As you can see, we've got a background overlay that's darkening out the site there. And you can either click off of the contact form to get it to disappear, or you can hit the little X up there, go back to how you were. And like I say, you can make that from a video, from an image, you can make it from anything you want. It really has got some fantastic options for creating pop-ups. So once again, we've been using the Divi Supreme Pro module to do this today. There is a light version, but that doesn't include this extension, unfortunately. And you can find out a lot more about those from our playlist below the video. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. There's how to create an awesome pop-up using the fantastic Divi Supreme modules. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.